What is up, everyone? It's Ricky572. Return a chance. That is October 10th, 2024. We're gonna hop on and do a market watch. I know it's been like a week since I think I did my last market watch, so we have a good amount of cards to talk about. I went on a little vacation, whatever you want to call it, this past weekend with my girlfriend, so that's why I've been kind of busy. You know, it's her birthday, so treated her to something nice. But now we're back onto going back to work and getting updated on the market. So the first card I wanted to talk about is Evil Swarm Heliotope. This card I saw being mentioned on MST.TV's market watch, so I thought I'd bring it up here. So it looks like the dual terminal version is getting bought out. We have low listings on the common, 14 listings. Well, you also have super rares available at 78 listings, which is a little bit less than I saw yesterday, so might be something worth looking at. But this dual terminal is at 6 listings, technically the higher rarity. I heard that this card was being used as a tech in like Rizio because it is a level 4. I'm not really sure how they use it. I just know it's being used in that. It looks like we have copies right now. We only have one lightly played at $15, and everything else is like moderately played and damage at like $4.50. I feel like I have one of these somewhere in my binder. I need to go take a look at that, but I kind of recall seeing an Evil Swarm card in there. Let me know how you guys feel about this card, if you guys think it could possibly increase in price once we get closer to the Rizio stuff, or is it gonna come back down? Maybe people aren't gonna use it. Next card we have to talk about is Dragon Master Magna, Core Sentry Secret Rare. This card right now is at 16 listings, and it has actually surpassed my expectation. It looks like we have our cheapest listing right now at the $1,000 price point right here. Then it go up to 1,150, 1,250, 1,500. We will see if this card actually reaches that price point, but it has definitely surpassed my expectations. It looks like we do have a sale at 1,155 and then $1,000 here, so it has sold at that $1,000 price point. Load more sales. $1,000, 837. So yeah, 3 copies have sold at that $1,000 price point, which is pretty crazy. I really hope this card gets a reprint and maybe pushes the price of this one down. But yeah, if you got this at a pre-sale price, which I think was $300, and right now I would be selling. You're winning right now at this $1,000 price point. It's pretty crazy how high this card went up to. Wanted Secret Sinful Spoils. This is the reprint from the 25th anniversary tints. I just wanted to take a look at it. I actually sold mine at like $16-17 when I pulled it. I have no use for it, so I just got rid of it. 45 listings right now. It looks like it's been going up ever since it came out. Right now we have it at $24.68, $24.93, $24.95, $24. Basically like a $25 card now. So yeah, it's been going up, and that's because the package is still very useful. We do have some new Fire King stuff that just came out, a Fire King card that just came out. So I think that's gonna be used in the future with the new Fire King deck. Probably gonna be mixed in with like the Secret Sinful Spoils engine. We'll see what happens if this card continues to go up. I feel like this card might be getting a reprint later on though. Let me know how you guys feel about that. I kind of feel like maybe like a rare reprint coming and maybe like a side set, but we'll see what happens. I know the Star, the Black Witch, is getting reprinted in the Core Century Bonanza set. Maybe this one might be thrown in there. I don't know. Dark Magician Girl Core Century Secret has been going down in price. This card was sitting around like the $20 price point when it first released, in the 10s, but right now we have it at $14.50, $13.55, $13.88, $13.50, and $14.99. I definitely think this is a good long-term pickup if you ask me. Again, this is not a financial advisement channel. I don't know the future of card prices. This is just my opinion, but I feel like Dark Magician Girl always has it always tends to go up in the future. Like there's collectors that have binders filled with different artworks, Dark Magician Girl, Blue Eyes, Red Eyes, things like that. So I feel like this one might be a good pickup, and in the long term, in the long run, it should go up in price. It could probably be like $30, $40 later on, maybe like in 5 to 6 years. Could be sooner, but that's just my opinion. Let me know how you guys feel about this card. Fen Smith Engraver, although it is one of like the better engines and being used with Yubel, which is like the top deck of the format right now. So I heard. I've been kind of out the game in a little bit, but we're gonna get back into that. We're gonna do some more research on like tournaments and tournament data and all that. But yeah, it looks like Yubel Fen Smith is the top deck. 121 listings. Looks like it is under $80 right now. We have 74.25, 75.99, $75, 76.15, 76.18, 76.19, and 76.19. So it is under $80. Do I see it dropping down a little bit further? Maybe. Let me know your opinions down below. It's kind of hard to say if it's going to go up again just because we have more cards coming out. We have the Mocharmies coming out, which are going to be a pretty hot card. So people are going to focus on that and not really on the Fen Smith engine. And then we have Rhino also coming out, and Malice too. So we have a lot of stuff that's going to be coming out that might fade people away from picking up the Fen Smith engine. Mimiko Dungeon. Right now we have this card sitting. Let me refresh this. Right now we have Mimiko Dungeon sitting at the price point of, let's see, $10, $10.25, $10.27, $10, $10, $10.25, and $10.25. I actually think this card at this price is a good pickup. I thought it was a good pickup at $7, but paying $10 for it isn't too bad either. It's the Searcher for the strategy. It's a field spell, and like I said, search for a strategy, so get your play started. Definitely, if you are considering playing Mimiko, I would pick this up before it starts going up later on. We do have support coming out in Rage of the Abyss, which should be releasing. Technically, it released in OTS stores yesterday, but it officially releases tomorrow, Friday. So once those, once everyone could get their hands on the Mimiko stuff, I'm pretty sure this will start going up in price. Because I heard the Mimiko support is pretty good. My brother actually picked it up pre-sale, so he's excited to play that. Crossout Desate Course Entry Secret looks like it's been going up, and I think that's because everyone's expecting not Mimiko, the Mocharmy to be played, and everyone wants to be ready for it to be able to cross out Designator it. We had this card sitting around like the $37 price point. Right now we have 19 listings on the market, and we have our cheapest listing at $50, $50.98, $51, $50, heading up to the $60 price point. I can actually see this card pushing up even higher in price. Like I said, everyone's going to be running Mocharmies. Well, everyone, like, competitively is going to be probably running Mocharmies. I'm a budget player, so I'm not going to be running it. I'm going to try to figure out a way around it. But yeah, everyone else is probably going to be playing it. So this card is going to be pretty much a staple. You could use it to use against against Ash Blossom, against Mocharmy, against Imperm, against many other hand traps in the format. So yeah, I could see this card increasing in price. Clockwork Night continues to go up in price. I'm not really sure why that is. Someone let me know if you guys have any more info on what deck is using Clockwork Night at the moment. We have 43 listings for this card, and we have it at $16, $15, $16.27, $16.98, $16.99, and $17.50. I know it reached this price point before, but then it came back down. It looks like right now it's stabilizing around this price point. I run it in Cyber Dragons to be able to use my opponent's monsters as fusion material, but I'm not really sure what other reason this card might have for going up right now. So if you have more info, let me know. We have some new Six Samurai support coming out in Rage of the Abyss. So Secret Six Samurai Kizaru looks like it's going up even higher. Only 11 listings on the market. We have it at $25.99, $33, $40, $40, and then reaching a $50 price point right here. I'm not really sure if the Six Samurai stuff is gonna make the deck good. If you guys have more info on that, let me know down below, but it's too early to tell if it will make it be able to keep up with the meta. I would just recommend staying away from the hype at the moment, and then later on picking them up once the hype goes down if you really want to play, because this is a really expensive card. It was a card that was sitting around like the $15 price point for like a couple months. Like I said, cards when they get support announced, they go up in price. Then a couple months after, they start to people start to forget about them and they drop down, and then they come back up later on once the support does come out. So I think that's what's happening. It could possibly come down later on. Duality, another card that has been on my radar and has been going up in price. Again, I'm not really sure why. I'm thinking there's a deck out there that could possibly take advantage of Duality, and that's why. Maybe people are preparing for it. 61 listings on the market. We have it at $9, $11.98. $9 being the cheapest. Right now we have pushing up to $11.70, $12.99, $13.29, $13.83. So starting to push up to that $13 price point. Was sitting around like the $7-8 price point for the longest back in August, but it has been stably increasing. So yeah, now it's worth something. Let me know how you guys feel about Duality, if you know what deck is going to be using it in the future and why it's going up. Tier Elements Rhino Hard did not get a reprint in the 10s. People were kind of expecting it to get reprinted. It does have an ultimate rare printing though. Let me go take a look at that actually. I don't know why I didn't do that here. Sorry you guys. You guys know I'm not the best at being organized. So two printings. The ultra rare printing has been starting to go up because, like I said, it did miss the reprint. It hasn't got a reprint. Only one printing available. Was sitting around like $6 right now. We have the cheapest listing at $10.96, $10.99, $10, $10.10, $10, and $10.25. So basically a $10 card. The ultimate rare, not too far from the ultra rare. I would actually consider maybe picking up the ultimate rare over the ultra rare. There's no telling when this card is going to get reprinted, but it looks like right now we have 49 listings and it's only $4 more dollars than the ultra rare. 1408, 1410, 1414, 1403, 1535, and then 1590. So yeah, I would go with this one over the other one since it's technically the higher rarity. Let me know how you guys feel about this, but I think this one's a no-brainer. Ancient Forest. Someone let me know why Ancient Forest is going up in price. I think my friend Kevin did mention that there was a new card that's able to search like field spells, like a new spellcaster or something. I might be wrong about that. I need to go take a look at the Yu-Gi-Oh chat that I'm in later to confirm that, but this card is at 6 listings. I know we've talked about Ancient Forest before on a like a past market watch, but right now this is like the lowest listings I've seen for it. I know last time we took a look at it, it was like under 20, but now we have it under 6. Well, at 6 listings. It says when you activate this card, change any defense position monster to face-up attack position. Flip effects are not activated at this time. If a monster attacks, destroy it at the end of the turn. That turns battle phase. So pretty simple spell card. Like I said, I'm not really sure what it's being used in. I'm thinking maybe just because it could be searched from that. I need to go look at more info on that on the Yu-Gi-Oh chat. Sometimes we throw ideas out there and like throw some information out there, and sometimes I miss it. But yeah, 6 listings on the market. We have damaged copies going for $18. We have moderately played at $25.92, and then we have near mint at $39.69, $48.97 being at the bottom of the first page. That is pretty crazy. If you guys have more info on why Ancient Forest might be going up in price, let me know down below. I could always use the information. I could always use the help figuring out why some of these cards are going up in price. I don't know everything. I just do some research and then notice some cards going up and stuff. So it's always nice to hear some feedback, some info from you guys. If you guys can help, we all help each other out. Thunder Dragon Colossus kind of surprised me because I saw it going lower on listings. I remember there was more listings for these, but right now we have the Ultra Rare at 28 listings. We have the Secret Rare at 28 listings as well, so something to just keep an eye on. I'm thinking maybe there might be plays with other decks that people are considering, especially since that too now. We have it at 650, 875, 890, 895, 898, and then 899. Basically a $9 card for Colossus, the Ultra Rare. Now we have the Secret Rare. Again, 28 listings, and it looks like this one has been increasing in price too. Was sitting around like the $10 price point. Now we have our cheapest listing at $20, 2021, 2021, $20.99, and $20. So yeah, this card has been going up in price. I what do you call it? I got my Secret Rare copy from Metal Bro J, so shout out to him again. I am definitely planning to use that in my Dino deck. I'm just finishing it up and getting a build together. So shout out to him for providing me a copy of Thunder Dragon Colossus, or else I would be Colossus less right now. But yeah, something to keep an eye on. It is going up in price for Secret, and then they're both going low on listings. Number 70, Melan Sin. Looks like it's going low on listings and up in price too. We have this at 26 listings. Was sitting around like the $1.45 price point. Now we have it pushing up to $3.50, $4.97, $4.98, and then $5 right here, $5.51. I'm thinking it's going up because it's a rank 4 monster that could be used in the Rhino strategy. If I'm wrong about that, correct me down below. Only has one printing. It's an ultra rare from Duelist Saga, and it's generic. Rank 4. Once returned, you can detach 1 XE material from this card, then target one monster your opponent controls, banish it until the end of your opponent's next standby phase. At the end of the damage step, if this card is attacked, you can make this card gain 300 attack, and if you do, increase its level by 3. So maybe that could play a role in why it's being used too. I might be wrong. I'm just, thinking out loud right now. But if you guys have any more information on Melan Sin, let me know down below. Like I said, it might be something used in the Rhino strategy. Bysteel Baldrake. Last time we took a look at this, it was around like the $1.50, $1.60, trying to reach a $2 price point. Looks like we finally broke that $2 price point for the ultra rare version. These are now sitting at $238, $238, $239, $240, $245, $270, $270, and $281. So almost reaching the $3 price point. I think it's a really good Bysteel, although I don't really run it. I run 3 Druid Swarm and 1 Magna, which is pretty much it does enough for me, but I could see why players are leaning towards running it. Like I said, Fen Smith, it's still one of the better decks of the format, the deck you gotta watch out for, and Bysteels do help going against it. So yeah, almost reaching the $3 price point now. I would consider maybe offloading them. I'm actually gonna offload them, because when's the next time that they're gonna be at this high of a price point? Bysteels are only good when a dark or light deck is dominating the format, and it looks like right now that's what's happening. So yeah, I'm gonna be offloading them, because I feel like we're gonna be switching into like the water format pretty soon. Bysteel, we also have a common version of Bysteel Baldrake. If you guys just want access to the card, we do have them under like 50 cents, so you guys don't have to worry about buying this one. But yeah, this one's the one that's going up in price. Chicken Game. So I actually just saw a post. I'll show you guys here too. I'll put it up here so you guys can see. But we do have OTS Tournament Pack 26 coming out in on October. Oh, today, October 10th. Is that correct? Yeah, today. We actually have a new OTS Tournament Pack coming out today. And I'll post a picture right here so you guys can see it. But it looks like Chicken Game is going to be on there. We also have a couple other cards we'll talk about maybe this weekend on another Market Watch. Let people, start to post and fire sell some of these cards on here. But yeah, Chicken Game was one I wanted to talk about, because it was one of those cards that has been going up in price. But I'm pretty sure it's going to come down, since we do have a reprint of it coming out in the OTS Tournament Pack 26. Right now we have it at 66 listings. It looks like we have $3, $2.50. Yeah, this card has definitely been coming down in price. $5, $4, $4.75. I was watching Market Watches, and I saw it reaching like a price point of like $10, $12, $13 for a common version. So it's nice to see it getting a reprint. I'm pretty sure it's going to drop down even further. Atlantean Heavy Infantry. It looks like it's still low on listings. We took a look at this card a while back. It looks like we have the super at 10 listings. This is from Astral Pack 2. Right now we have it at $11.99, $14.49, $14.46, $14.99, and then $16.50, reaching the $17 price point, and after that they go up to $25. Let's take a look at the common version from Structured Deck Realm of the Sea Emperor. I think I actually have one of these still sealed, so I might open it up and take this out from it to sell it. This card is at 8 listings, and we have it sitting at $7.99 for near mint, $7, and then we have $11, $20 right here. When this card is face up on the field with returning during your main phase, you can normal summon a level 4 or lower Sea Serpent monster in addition to your normal summoner set. When this card is sent to the graveyard for the activation of a water monster's effect, target one face up card your opponent controls and destroy that target. Let me know how important this is to the Atlantean strategy, or just the water strategy in general. How many of these do you guys play? Is it a 3 of? Is it a 2 of? Is it a 1 of? I don't really have too much information on this card specifically, but yeah, it looks like people are going after it. Number 4, Stealth Kraken. This is a water rank 4 monster. It's a secret rare from Brothers of Legend. I actually picked this card up around like the 50-cent price point. I have like play sets of it. I have like, I think 30 copies of this card, and I bought it when it was like 50 cents. 104 listing. I've just been waiting patiently for this card to go up, and it looks like right now it might be the time for it to finally start shooting up in price. You can still pick up copies around 174, 175, 190, 193, 199, so like $2ish. But I feel like with the new water support that has been coming out, the new shark support, and I think we have like a new Atlantean support in Rage of the Abyss, if I'm not mistaken, or what is it, amphibious support or something like that. Uh, it's basically water still support, so I think this card has potential to continue to go up in price. It could probably be reaching the $5 price point one day. Asceticism. Hold on, let me try to pronounce it. Asceticism. Asceticism of the Sixth Samurai has 2 printings available. Both are actually up in price. We have 42 listings for the rare. We have 38 listings for the super rare. This is a card that was probably a bulk card. I think it was sitting around like the 30-cent price point, $1 price point, under $1, back in like July. But right now we have it at $4.49 for the rare, $4.50, $4.50, $4.99. Basically a $5 card now. If you guys opened up Storm of Ragnarok and maybe have some rares in your bulk, take a look and see if you guys have some of these, because you could offload them now and get some pretty good cash for them. For the super rare from Spirit Warriors, this one was another one that was sitting around like the, let's see, year graph. It was sitting around like the 70-cent price point as well back in February. But it has been going up since. Right now we have our cheapest listing at $7.80, $7.94, $6.98, $7.99, $9, $7.97. Another card you might want to go look at through your bulk for if you guys opened up Spirit Warriors. And yeah, it was a super that was under $1, so I'm pretty sure that's where it would be. Stardust Cipher Divine Dragon looks like it is up in price. I forgot what it was used for. I know John from what do you call it? What's his channel called? House of Champs mentioned this card. We have 2 printings for this card. Both come in ultra rare. One is a reprint from the 2017 Megatons, and one is from Shining Victories. Take a look at the one from Shining Victories first. Looks like it's at 27 listings. It says 1 tuner synchro monster plus 2 or more non-tuner synchro monsters must be synchro summoned, cannot be special summoned by other ways. The first time each card you control will be destroyed each turn by battle or by card effect, it is not destroyed. So it has some good protection right there. Once per turn during either player's turn, when your opponent activates a monster effect, you can negate that effect, and if you do, destroy 1 card in the field. Okay, that's pretty good too. You can banish this card from your graveyard and target 1 level 8 or lower Stardust monster in your graveyard, special summon it. So that's some pretty good effects, but I forgot what deck is able to make this. If you guys have any more info on it, let me know down below. I think it was maybe like Centurions that were able to make this. This card was sitting around like 88 cents, so it was a bulk card. So if you guys opened up Shining Victories, go check that bulk, because right now it's at $6, $6.03, $7.75, $7.92, $7.99, and then $8 right here. And then the other one from 2017 Megatons, I'm pretty sure this was a bulk card too. Was sitting around 80 cents, 65 cents. I'm definitely gonna need to go through bulk this weekend. And we have this at 18 listings right now. It's at $6.49, $5.89, $6.88, $6.98, $7. Yeah, I'm just gonna be staying in. I'm not going out this weekend. I'm just gonna be looking through bulk because I know some of these I might have. Let me know how you guys feel about Stardust Cipher and if you think it's going to continue to go up in price. Tier Elements sharing another Tier Elements card that has not gotten a reprint. Only has 1 printing available from Power of the Elements. And looks like we have 91 listings for this card. It is at 147, 149, 150, 180, 190. So almost pushing up to that $2 price point. This is another card I kind of invested in back when it was sitting under $1. Just because I always thought it was a good extender for like any deck in general, not just Tier Elements. You just basically pitch a card and special summon it. That's why I picked it up. Unfortunately, it is limited, so that's why I feel like it's not so much as I expected it would be, but it is more than what I paid for it. So almost reaching that $2 price point, so that's just nice to see. We'll see if this card continues to go up in price, since like I said, it only has 1 printing. I think a lot of the other Tier Elements have more than just 1 printing, and this one is the only one that doesn't have the like any other printing. So let me take a look at that just to confirm. So look, we have Tier Elements Kashtiro does have an extra printing. We have Merly that comes in OTS Tournament Pack 21, and then Havness also has another printing. So yeah, these both have 2 printings, but TLM and sharing only has 1. So yeah, I'll just keep an eye out for TLM and sharing. Might not be a bad pickup. I haven't seen too many TLM builds top recently, but that could possibly change in the future. Goblin Biker just got some new support, and so I wanted to take a look at some of these Goblin cards. Let's see, we have Goblin Biker Grand Entrance. We have it at 50 listings. We do have it increasing in price. We had it at $287, like $3. Right now, it's reaching the $5 price point. $425, $5, $530, $550, and then $658 right here at the bottom of the first page. Might just be hype. I never really liked Goblin Bikers. The strategy to me just kind of lackluster and doesn't do too much. But you know, to each their own. Everyone gets to play what they want. And yeah, I'll let you guys decide what to do with this info. Goblin Biker Doug Charger also looks like it started to increase in price. I picked these up around like $1, and right now we have it at 73 listings. Looks like they are starting to push up to $2, but haven't had too much of a big increase. 148, $2, 225, 229, 236, 239. We'll see if it continues to go up. Let me know if you guys know how many Doug Chargers you guys play in the strategy, how many Goblin Biker Grand Entries you guys play in the strategy. That way we could all have that info with us. Let's see, Goblin Biker, Big Gabongo, 62 listings. Has this one started to increase in price too? It looks like it did. It was at $1.41. Now we have it at $3.23, $2, $3.35, $3.35, $3.37. So this one started to go up too. And we'll see if the Goblin support does help it. It's down here. Came out in Rage of the Abyss. It's only 3 cards, it looks like. But yeah, we'll see what happens with Goblins. And the last couple cards I want to talk about is going to be Tenny. We did get some new Tenny support announced. What is it? Supreme Darkness, I think it was announced in. Let me actually correct myself before I make a mistake. Where was it at? Yeah, it's in Supreme Darkness. We have a Synchro, we have a new effect monster, we have a new spell card. And yeah, Tenny support is coming, and so I wanted to take a look and see what has been moving in the market. The only ones that I see that have really been moving are Monk of Tenny, which actually was brought up to me by Funny Bunny. Let me go take a look at his account just so I could get his name right and give him a shout out. Alright, so I have it right here, funny.bunny.co. He was actually the one that mentioned Monk of Tenny to me, and told me to take a look at it because it looked like it was going lower on listings and up in price. So shout out to him for giving me the info. We have Monk of Tenny, the super rare. This is technically the highest rarity of this card. We do have other printings. We have common and rare, but the highest rarity is the super rare right here. So we had this card sitting around like 70 cents. Right now we have it pushing up to $1.99. We have a couple listings at like 72 cents, but they're basically gonna become like $2 after shipping. So I want to say this card is like becoming almost a $3 card. So keep an eye out for Monk of Tenny. I think this is a 3 of in the Tenny strategy, if I'm not mistaken. My brother used to play 3 of it in his deck, so I think it's a 3 of. We also have Shaman of the Tenny, the Secret Rare. Prismatic Secret Rare, which is technically the highest rare. It does have different printings as well. I think it has an Ultra Rare, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it has an Ultra Rare and it has a comment, so you guys don't really have to worry about having access to the card. But if you guys want the highest rarity, which is going to be the Prismatic Secret, looks like this one is at 61 listings. It has started to increase in price a little bit. We have it at $2. Was like at $1.50, under $2, but now it's starting to push up to $2.50, $2.66, $2.95. So just keep an eye out for this card. Aside from that, though, I don't really see too many other cards that are, other Tenny cards that are increasing. Maybe there's cards around it that could possibly go up, but for now, it looks like a lot of these are, pretty cheap, under the $1 price point. I would come in early though. If you guys do plan on playing Tenny, I would come in early and buy whatever you need before it does start to go up in price later on once we get closer to Supreme Darkness. So everything's cheap right now. You could pick up the core for like under $10. Let's see, that would be like let's say under 15, under $20 you could pick up the core, because everything else with shipping should come out to like under $20. So yeah, I would highly suggest picking these up early since they're still cheap, because they could possibly go up later on. That's gonna be it for today's Market Watch though. Make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Also go follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and X at Return of Chan. This is Ricky572, and we'll see you guys next time.